The war beast killed its last 9 handlers. It let the human toddler ride at the Galactic Council's emergency session convened with unprecedented urgency. Holographic projections flickered across the chamber as representatives from 47 species witnessed something impossible. On the screens, a human child, barely 3 standard cycles old, sat giggling atop the most dangerous creature in known space. "This is madness," hissed Ambassador Zelnoth, his scales rippling with agitation. "That creature has terminated 9 trained handlers, 9 of our finest warriors." The Crothal war beast designated Apex 7 had been engineered for one purpose: to be the ultimate weapon. Standing 4 meters at the shoulder, with obsidian scales harder than battle plating and claws that could shred reinforced steel, it represented the pinnacle of military bioengineering. Its neural pathways had been optimized for aggression, its pain receptors dulled, its prey drive enhanced beyond natural limits. It had also proven utterly uncontrollable. The first handler, a decorated Crothal combat specialist, had lasted 6 hours before Apex 7 crushed his skull with a casual snap of its jaws. The second managed 4 hours. By the 9th handler, a psychic bondmaster from Trelvan Prime, the attempts had become desperate. She'd survived merely 90 minutes before the beast's mental assault overwhelmed her synapses, leaving her catatonic. The project was scheduled for termination. The creature would be destroyed. Then the humans arrived at Station Kepler. 442 Beta Madison Chun had been a xenobiologist before the war, back when humanity still believed diplomacy would spare them from the grinding conflict consuming the galaxy. Her expertise in exofauna behavioral patterns made her valuable to the Council's research division. Her 3-year-old son Joshua made her a liability. "I apologize for the inconvenience," Madison had said during her arrival interview. Joshua, clinging to her leg. Childcare fell through. "It won't happen again." The station commander, a pragmatic Vexlar administrator, had waved dismissively. "The child may remain in designated civilian sectors. Keep him away from restricted zones." Madison had every intention of complying. Joshua had other plans. Children, as any parent throughout human history could attest, possessed an almost supernatural ability to bypass security measures designed by adults. Whether through curiosity, fearlessness, or sheer chaotic determination, they found ways. Joshua found his way to sub-level 7. The containment area was supposedly impenetrable, force fields layered with kinetic barriers, monitored by AI systems, guarded by automated defense platforms. But a 3-year-old human squeezing through a maintenance shaft barely 40 centimeters wide. The designers hadn't accounted for that variable. Security footage would later show Joshua emerging into the containment chamber, blinking at the massive creature chained to the reinforced floor. Apex 7's eyes, each the size of the child's head, tracked the small intruder. Every being watching the live feed expected the same outcome: instantaneous violence. Instead, Apex 7 went still. Joshua toddled forward, one small hand outstretched. "Puppy." His voice echoed in the chamber, high and delighted. The war beast's nostrils flared, processing the child's scent. Its muscles tensed. Tactical analysts later estimated a 0.3-second window before strike capacity. Joshua reached the creature and patted its scaled snout. Apex 7's pupils dilated. Its breathing slowed. And then, impossibly, it lowered its massive head and nuzzled the child's hand. "Big puppy." Joshua laughed, wrapping his tiny arms around the beast's neck. The emergency response team arrived within minutes, weapons charged, stasis fields ready. They found Joshua sitting on Apex 7's back, bouncing slightly while the creature remained motionless. A low rumble emanating from its chest. It was purring. Madison's arrival shortly thereafter was significantly less calm. Joshua Alexander Chun. Her voice could have stripped paint from bulkheads, but as she entered the chamber, Apex 7's behavior changed. Its eyes tracked Madison with predatory focus. Its lips curled back, revealing teeth designed to pierce warship hulls. Joshua patted the beast's head. "No. Nice. That's my mama." Apex 7 subsided. The xenobiological analysis teams spent the next week studying the phenomenon. Dr. Ventar, the Council's leading behavioral specialist, reviewed the data with increasing bewilderment. "Impossible," he muttered. "The creature's aggression protocols should be immutable. Yet in the presence of the human juvenile, Its cortisol analogs drop to baseline. Its territorial responses vanish. It exhibits protective behaviors. Madison, observing through containment glass with Joshua on her hip, offered a simpler explanation. It's not complicated. He's small, harmless, and shows no fear. To Apex 7, he registers as non-threatening, maybe even pack. The creature has no pack instincts. Ventar protested. We specifically eliminated social bonding capacity. Life finds a way, Madison said quietly. You can engineer a weapon, Doctor, but you can't entirely erase the creature it came from. Somewhere in Apex 7's genetic memory, there's still an echo of what it was before you made it into what you needed. Joshua squirmed. I want to see puppy. Soon, baby. The council faced an unprecedented decision. Destroy Apex 7 and potentially waste a controllable weapon? Or trust humanity's inexplicable connection to a creature that had slaughtered 9 trained handlers? Ambassador Zelnoth addressed Madison directly. You understand what you're proposing? Your child is handler for the most dangerous bioweapon in existence. No, Madison corrected. Joshua isn't a handler. He's a friend. And Apex 7 doesn't need to be controlled. It needs to be understood. The vote was narrow. The decision, conditional approval, within 3 months, Apex 7, now simply called 7 by Joshua, had become the most effective combat asset in the Council's arsenal. Not through domination or coercion, but through partnership. When Joshua toddled onto battlefields holding 7's harness, enemy forces retreated. When the child laughed, the war beast fought with precision rather than rage. When Joshua slept, curled against 7's flank, the creature stood sentinel through the night. Humanity had done what 47 other species couldn't. They'd seen past the weapon to find the being beneath, and the galaxy learned an important lesson. Humans didn't conquer through superior firepower or advanced technology. They conquered through something far more unpredictable, the ability to befriend absolutely anything, even monsters.